Okay, so we're going to look at things that are called arc length and sectors. So let's start by getting a circle up here because we need one of those. Okay, and last class we established that I could pick a point on the circle. Whoops. And another point on the circle, and the portion of the circle between them is an arc. And let's say this is an arc of, I don't know, x degrees, right? So what does that mean? That means that if I have the central angle, right, corresponding to that arc, the measure of that angle is x degrees. Now this is what's called the angle or arc measure. So that's a degree measure between 0 and 360 degrees. Okay, length, arc length, is a different matter. That's if I were to cut out this arc and straighten it out and measure it with a ruler, how long is it, right? So this could be in something like centimeters or inches or something like that. Okay, so the question is well, what is that? And that's dependent upon the length of the radius. Because see, this is part of the circumference. If I went all the way around the circle, I would get a circumference, and that's 2 pi r. But I'm not going all the way around the circle. I'm only going x degrees around the circle. And I'm going x out of 360 degrees around the circle. And that there is my arc length formula. So it's the arc measure over 360 times the circumference. Okay, so that's arc measure. Now let's look at area of a sector. Okay, so let's get another circle here, right? And if I find the center of that circle, oops, turn off the circle feature, there we go. Find the center of that circle. And I connect this with a couple of radiuses. I don't know. Let's see. Right? I've now cut off part of the circle, and this region here is what's called a sector. And I can find the area of that. And it's actually really simple because it's part of the circle. So the area of the whole circle is pi r squared. But let's say the arc measure is again x degrees, which means I only have x degrees out of 360, right? So I have x out of 360 of my circle times the area of the circle, and this is going to give me the area of the sector. And there we go. So there's my formula for the area of a sector of a circle. And that's it. Area of sectors and arc lengths, and we're done.